What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all know what it is. It's the Homeboys Conversation. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to kind of like get the notification, to file in. Let me post it on my page also. Ah. So y'all know what it is, man. It's the Homeboys Conversation. We got all the regular crew. We finally got Stocks Curry in the building also, so he always doing something extra, so we gotta always accept that. This week we talking about the movie, reviewing a movie called Two Distant Strangers. I don't really consider it a movie. I always said it's a short film. It actually was real good, even though it was straight to the point, no chaser, But it was actually a good movie, especially with the day's climate. So, without further ado, I gotta always introduce my man, my brothers. I got my man T. What's going on?
Up, everybody? How y'all doing?
we got Ayo baby.
What's going on, folks?
We got none other than the masked man himself, Stacks Curry, man.
30.
We got none other than him, the Stacks boy, man. Yeah. Already, hey, Jamie, faithful watcher. We love the faithful watchers. We got to always shout them out. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the page. That helps us out. So we're going to get straight into it. The movie this time is Two Distant Strangers. It's about an individual. He wakes up over a female house, and he actually, get into it with a cop. So before without further ado, we make sure we give a preclaimer before anything. Stocks Curry, I'm gonna start with you because I don't know when you're gonna disappear on me. Is the movie a must see, a must watch? Is it a must watch if you like dramas? Is it wait till it come on TV, or is it don't waste your time?
It's a must see film. I like it. I like the film. It's a good film. A short film, but it's must see.
Okay. Hey yo, what you think? Is it a must see? A must see for the drama lovers? A wait for it to come on TV, or don't waste your time?
I kind of feel like it was a waste of time because it just told me something I already knew.
Okay, we already know how you gonna rate it. Okay, T, how you feel? Is it a must see? A don't waste your time? A must see if you like drama, or is it a wait till you get on TV?
It was a must see for me. I liked it. It was a must see. Give you something to talk
Okay.
about.
I felt like it was a must see. I thought it was a real interesting movie. I thought it had a real amazing concept. And the movie was released last year in November the 20th, 2020. They had the characters Joey Badass, played by Carter James, Zara Summers, her name was Perry in the movie, and Andrew Howard, that was Officer Mick. So the movie kicks off, man. The guy wakes up in the woman house. It started off is showing the guy dog, showing him got actually a painting of his dog, which it makes it relevant because evidently he loves his dog. The movie starts off, he wakes up in her house like some chick he just met at the club. Now, I don't know about y'all. Was anybody thrown off from the beginning when y'all first seen him with the painting on the dog, him and the dog on the wall with his paint? Because I just don't feel like, at least I have never had a pet that I love that much. Stacks Curry, was you thrown off with the whole painting from the jump?
Nah, he's a dog lover. People do that. That what white people do. White people definitely do that stuff.
They real like dress their dogs up, give nice haircuts, treat it like a little baby. He was a dog dad.
Hey yo, did it ever throw you off when you seen the dog in the painting and you felt like, man, what the heck is this?
Yeah, I thought he had a white girlfriend at first. I was like, where's this white lady in this house? 'Cause that's something that's straight out of Caucasian vision.
Excuse me, he represents himself. That ain't really. T, how do you feel when you first seen the painting? How you feel when you first seen the painting and the dude had this goddamn dog as his best friend on the painting, like his couple? Like, did it throw you off?
I mean, mind you, I used to work at a canine care facility, so I've seen wilder things than that when it came to people and their pets. So I mean, I wasn't really throwing off. Once you see a dog kiss somebody in the mouth and eat food from their mouth, I mean, it's not too much you can do that's gonna throw a person off with a dog. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
I was good.
I found it weird. I actually had started. I was watching a movie. Then I said, let me go back to the beginning for something. I moving around while I was watching it from when I first put it on. Then I said, let me go back to the beginning and make sure I see everything. And I started to see that beginning was relevant. Now, as the movie continued to go along, the guy wakes up from what looks like a good sleep. Looked like they got it in last night. Some chick he just met in the club. Now, again, I always got to say that I grew up in a much different era. One of the eras that I grew up in was like, if I meet this new chick, I can't see me going to sleep in some new chick I just met in the club bed. I mean, that's just me. I grew up in a much vicious era, which I feel like. Hey yo, did it throw you off that this random dude just wake up in this new chick house? Like, was there a throw off?
No,
You
that
taking a
happens
knock
a
at
lot
some
of
chick
times.
you just met?
No, that happens a lot of times to a lot of people, not me. I'm speaking from the books I read. but I'm pretty in the books that I read. It's a lot of men do that.
T, how you feel? You meet a chick at the club. Y'all go home, y'all get it in. You spending the night? You the character in the movie.
Listen,
if you this dude in the movie, you spending the night?
Listen, in my past, I was known to leave houses at 5 a.m. in the morning. So there will be no spending the night for me. I'm going to go ahead and just leave, all right? I'm going to do the deed. We might not even make it to her house, Reds. You hear me? It's a thing called the office. It's a thing called the office in the club. And if it's getting that hot and heavy, we can go right to the bathroom, okay? There's no need to go home. There will be no spending of the night.
That's scary. This new chick you just met in the club, y'all grooving, y'all hit it off. She beautiful. She like, hey, let's come home. Y'all go home, y'all get it in. I mean, what's your next move? You spend the night?
Man, I'll be like Boozy. I'll be like Boozy, man. I said, this bitch nice and the Wi-Fi jumping. I like it here. And this bitch pressure. I said, this bitch is pressure. Wi-Fi jumping.
She's the type. She's be in her house cooking. He wake up before her. He cooking in her kitchen. No, won't and look though, look though, Red. He's so petty. He won't even make her no food.
So he got up in her house cooked. He got up in her house cooked and ate the food before she woke up.
Yeah.
That's petty.
He's a petty dude, man.
So look,
I can see it on his face.
That was a pre-meal on the
yeah,
road.
yeah. You look like a low-key petty dude, Keys. I'm just be honest. So look, as the movie continue on, now again, I'm different. I wake up in this chick house. Evidently, she put me to sleep. I just find it crazy for me not to have morning sex afterward. So he wake up and he's trying to creep up out. He's putting on his clothes. He's trying to creep up out it. That's from the beginning of the movie. Do anyone of y'all find that like weird? Is that your first move? You already fell asleep in that T. What's your next move? Do you wake up and creep out, or do you You figure, man, I might as well get it in.
No, absolutely, I'm absolutely creeping out. Because first of all, like I said, I wasn't supposed to stay there. So if I stayed there, she might have drugged me. I'm trying. Listen, it's a time limit. It is a time limit. If I'm past the time limit, something's wrong. I'm trying to get up out of there.
Stacks Curry, you wake up in this chick house, you felt like you didn't know, hey man, I didn't stay. Do immediately you get up and try to creep out this goddamn house? To me, like I said, I'm chasing morning sex at this point.
Ah, man, I'm staying, man. The bed already pressure. I gotta go. I mean, I said, what we doing today?
That's how you be having to fall in love with him. Like, you didn't move in that joint for a couple days.
That's called relationship keys. That's called a relationship, Stacks.
That's
you over there laying down foundations and don't even know it.
Yeah. She gonna be expecting that regular, like, hey yo, baby, you didn't sit there, you didn't stay the night. You wake up, yawn, like, you know what I'm saying? What's your next move? Are you staying or you leaving?
Honestly, Rez, my clothes would have been in the bathroom. My creep would have been vicious because my clothes would have been in the bathroom. And I would act like I had to pee. And when I came out the bathroom, guess what would happen? Houdini.
Y'all terrible, man.
Houdini.
I don't understand it. What is the rush at this point?
What's crazy is,
I don't know,
what's
man.
crazy is y'all think I'm the
There's some
petty
dogs
one.
right there, man.
Do you hear these answers?
No, I don't understand them. They like, hold up, he's about to get married. Ayo just gonna find a way to act like he using the bathroom before he just pull a Houdini. And T ain't even trying to stay the night. He wake up, he think he got drugged because he stayed the night. See, that's a bad problem, man. That's terrible, man. Man, moving along, man. So as the movie continue on, you see, the dude for somehow is in love with his dog. The chick wakes up, she like, oh, you trying to sneak out? They have a little he let him know, listen, I'm trying to get home to my dog, got feed him. And she like, okay, it's cool, put on your clothes. I ain't trying to hinder you. He get on his clothes, he walking out, he get in the hallway. Nice little device that he had where he could push a button to throw a couple of treats to his dog. As he get out, he bumps into a white guy. When he bumps into the white guy, wastes the coffee on the white guy's shirt. The white guy say something. The police come out of nowhere. Actually scared me when it happened. Like, hey, it's the problem. He jumped out the bushes like a predator for real. So when he come out, he get to talking to the guy, asking him about certain things. The first thing, I'm not even gonna be prejudiced on it, but you know how it is. Like, I smell marijuana. Why you got all that money to send third? At some point, I felt like, especially for me, I think I would have just ignored him and walked on about my business. But to each his own. Some people want to be combative. Some people feel like, nigga, I ain't gotta talk to you. I ain't gotta explain myself. Like Stacks Curry, is it the time that just with the days that we living in, is it time that we just need to ignore certain cops and move on about our business to prevent certain problems?
Yeah, definitely. But even when you ignore the cops, though, they still, you know what I'm saying, still be a little ticket keep bothering you type shit. So, I wouldn't try to ignore it, you know what I'm saying, to the best of my ability, you know what I'm saying. First of all, I wouldn't even try to do shit around the cop out there seeing the cop. You supposed to scope the area better than that before you even lit his weed. Like, damn, Slim, like, at least scope the area, make sure you good. Slim hit the stock legend off bucks.
It was a cigarette, though.
Yeah. It was a cigarette.
It was a J. It was a J.
No, it was a cigarette.
It was a J.
Was it?
Nah, it was a cigarette.
Oh,
he had the little silver thing with the cigarettes in it.
I couldn't see it.
He had a whole little case
of
cigarettes.
What kind of cigarette pack is that, bro? What kind of cigarette pack is that? That must be a hand roll.
Virginia Slim Junk.
No, but y'all forget they make pre-roll weed like that. You know what I'm saying? Already, you can put them in your little holsters. They make pre-roll J's. He could be one of them type of smokers, like the baddest shit for the weed shop or pre-roll.
Yeah, well.
So that's up in the air. But I'm just going off like that situation with a cop. Like, nah, I make sure I'm good before I spark up. Or in the second, I just ignore the cop, man. Just keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't do nothing wrong.
Exactly. Hey, yo, how do you respond y'all first encounter? You ignore him? You engage in conversation? Like, because we all could say that he was actually like searching, we know how cops do it. You know what I'm saying? What's your reaction, Ayo?
Me, myself, I'm combative. I'm going to talk some trash. I'm like, no, you can't see my ID. Get your hand out my pocket.
So you sit there, so you gonna
for real, because he really didn't. He didn't do nothing but bump somebody else. And how you gonna say, is there a problem of you bumping somebody? No, he said, excuse me, I didn't mean to do it.
Nah, that's the first time.
Is that really a problem?
Yeah.
You bumping somebody?
And then he walked up after the bump was over.
I was so mad at that.
Even didn't both of them say it wasn't an issue?
Like because he was waiting on his ass. He was the only black brother on the block too. If you know what I'm saying.
I didn't notice that too. I looked at it like, yeah. He's the only black dude right there. Man. So T, how you reacting off this initial like confrontation when you get into the police? I mean, do you talk to them? Do you engage in the conversation? Because like I said, I'm just end up like, yeah, all right, and move on about my business.
I mean, first of all, I wouldn't even have seen that cop because, like I said, it would have been 5 a.m. I'm leaving our house at 5 a.m., so I wouldn't even see him at that point in time anyway. Case in point. Secondly, though, if I did happen to bump into him, I mean, once he asked, was it a problem? And I said, no, I'm going to keep it moving. Ain't no need of me still standing right there. I'm gone after that. He already done rubbed me the wrong way when he asked me what's the problem over something like that. I know he got an issue now. I'm definitely gone.
Yeah. I just feel, especially this day and age, and I was just talking about somebody about that earlier. At some point, we can look at all the murders that police done, and they are murder. But we can look at all the murders that police perpetrate as crimes. But sometimes you just realize, I need to, at the end of the day, he got one up right now. He got a gun and I don't. And I think at some point you gotta see him like you see any other criminal on the street. Because he's sitting there, if he shoot me, it's his word against mine. Or just like somebody said, they teach him, make sure you shoot to kill. Then it's just your word. So it's like at some point it's like, man, we got to learn to just say, you know what, I'm gonna ignore you and move on about my way. But as the movie kept going on, the guy getting in a tussle with the officer. The officer tried to take his bag. They go back and forth. The lady listening. First, he began to choke him out, try to do a George Floyd. Then he ended up shooting the guy. The guy immediately wakes up. Boom! It's the next, or it's the same day. He wakes up back up in the chick bed. Now I know T, you basically saying you wouldn't have been there, so you wouldn't have woke up at 5 in the morning. But as it going on, you end up getting up. You realize you feel like you just had deja vu. You walk down the stairs. You do everything the same. When you get outside, this is now your second encounter, and you see that the day is the same. Like you literally just saw this. What is your next move? Like, do you still sit there now and engage with a cop that you basically felt like you dreamed about the day before? What is your next move?
I'm getting the hell out of it. I'm doing something different. I got to go a different direction. Maybe I don't stop. Something different got to happen. From the time I left her door, and I had that feeling, I'm gonna try to do something different. Maybe go out the back of the building or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to take no chances.
Hey yo, what's your next move? You get outside and you realize everything is the same as your dream or what seemed like a dream. What is your next move? Are you still just going about your?
This is when my this is when my special powers are coming into play. The Phantom Menace. It's a good time for a Phantom. I'm pulling the Phantom. Phantom works on everybody. The Phantom will work, trust me. I'd have Phantom the cop. He's like, where he go? I don't know.
This what you trying to do, Houdini, for real? Doc Scourge, what's your next move? This now the second encounter. You see everything is the same as the first one. Do you kind of like continue on like you've been going?
All right. Nah, I'm thinking back on Tito what he said, man, hit the back door, start doing them peoples. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm just stay sleep in the bed, man. Like, man, I'm already solidified, stamped in this drink. So, you know, I'm just stay here and do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I shouldn't get killed right now if I'm laying in the bed. But, you know, people do get killed in the bed sleep. But I'm going to take my chances, though.
Now, everybody seen, like I said, that was his second encounter, the same reaction. Even though he missed bumping the guy, the police seemed like he was out there. Story of a black man's life. So we used to this. So now, as it kept going on, you see he come out the house one time, just takes off running. You know, I think he was in a police chase one time, like a cop. Like, it's just all these different things. But like you said, keep coming out the front door. Eventually, he wakes up, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to cook breakfast for you. They in there. He thinking his day about to go smooth. He cooked breakfast, and the police kicks in his door. Kicks in the door, you know, put your hands up, put your hands up. They still end up shooting. Do y'all feel like in any way that he could have avoided, like you see how that played out? Excuse me. They was coming in, they was looking for the wrong apartment. They actually got the wrong apartment. You know, he had his hands up. I forgot if he made a move or anything like that. Anybody feel like at that particular point he could avoid getting shot? Anyway. Huh? Yeah, they kicked in the wrong door. That's what I'm saying. If anybody, that particular scene, hey, yo, do you feel like he could have done something different that he could have done to avoid getting shot at just that one particular scene when they ran into the house?
No. I mean, no. What else could he have done? No, he had his hands up. He didn't make it. Only time he moved is when they were shooting him. I mean, it's kind of hard not to move when somebody's shooting you. So I don't think it's nothing else he could have did, man. Like, he did everything. I was like, what else could you have done? And then when he asked her what the apartment was, he said 6. He said, no, that's 9.
Yeah.
He was surprised. He was in the kitchen minding his business. His box was on, I think, or something, some shorts. So he was just making breakfast. He turned around and somebody shot him.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have nothing in his hand but a spatula. That did not look like no gun.
The spatula? No, of course it didn't. But the black
they
man,
you know, that in the report.
They felt like he was John Wick. You know what I'm saying? They felt like he was John Wick. He was killed with his spatula.
John Wick with a spatula.
So T.
John Wick could do it.
Yeah, hey. T, how do you feel? Do you think at that particular point that it was any way that he could avoid it? At some point, not getting shot and killed?
Not at all. Nothing short of offering them a plate, because it was nothing else he could have possibly did. He was gonna get shot regardless. Like, what can you do? It's nothing you can do. It's like, I wish somebody would sit up here and say it was something else he could have done. It's nothing. You're not expecting that. Hell no. He was done.
Kicking in the door, get down immediately on the ground. Then they probably shot him, told me he was reaching for something.
He's still gonna do that because he's gonna move.
Fox Curry, did you feel like any other way he could avoid it?
Nah, he was a goner, man. I was just thinking about the question, like, even if you try to fake paralyze a heart attack, fall out, they were gonna dump off at his dumb ass. They was gonna let him have it. Or he could have done off his John Wick shit though, man. Had his gun on the counter, been fired back at the police, and then
you definitely was dying there.
I said John Wick, so he would have killed all them niggas. He would have been dodging through, flop, 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 fine.
How you gonna get out?
John Wick
Bro,
the goat.
yeah, John Wick to go, so he had to get his inner John Wick shit and killed them cops. That's what I would have liked to see.
I don't know why, but when I thought about that, it was a movie that I used to like called Groundhog Day. And in Groundhog Day, you know, he started doing stuff that helped him like get through the day. Like he ended up learning how to play piano. So he ended up like what's the name, like making himself better. So I just in my mind, I just thought, okay, y'all busting the house because y'all talking about something. It was apartment 6. Maybe if I could have got out there early enough and turned the sign to 9, that would have changed the whole dynamic. Like it would have threw a ripple in the water to kind of like change the whole dynamic. But you never know. I mean, that was always a thought. Now, finally, hold up. I want to.
He over there telling her she got fixed.
He got shot because they wanted to kill him. Period. That's basically true. That was no other way. Now, finally, as it kept going, you know, he finally let the girl know what he been going through. I've been having these, what he probably felt like been dreams, nightmares. If he felt like it was deja vu, I don't know. I don't know how he felt to keep waking up the next day and realizing that I'm back where I started from. The girl ended up giving him some advice. She said, maybe you should just go out here and have a conversation. If I had a conversation, maybe, you know, everything would change. Now, he went straight out there and done it. Me, personally, I think conversation wouldn't have ever been in my mind because I think I'd have been angry at my constant dream that you keep killing me. I don't think I would have had enough focus to be able to go out here and have this conversation. Now, Stacks Curry, if the girl gave you that advice, do you felt like that was the best advice that you could have done? Like, go out here and have a conversation and see what's up with the dude.
Yeah, because he did step it off. I think it was the best. Like when I was watching it, I said, "Oh, he probably about to get over the hump." Because off Bucks, he knew the officer name, so he just called him off Buck. And the officer wasn't expecting him to call his name, and he just ran down this whole story. So you know what I'm saying? I think it's good advice.
T, I see you shaking your head.
So good.
I guess you don't feel
First
like
all,
that was
because
advice.
Y'all left out an important part.
What's that?
Y'all left out an important part. First of all, she said she would kill the person. When he told her about what happened, and she was like, I would probably try to kill them first. You want to use my gun? She said, you want to use my gun? And I would have been like, yes, I want to use your gun. It keep happening. I might as well give it a go and see what happens if I kill his ass first and see how it happened the next day. Or if I break the loop, if his ass died. I'd probably took the gun and went outside and shot it.
That would have been real good.
You can't kill him.
I like that one.
It's been 99 times.
Real interesting.
Shoot him once. Fuck it. Or I could have brought her outside with me.
Fuck it, he probably go to jail for life.
Maybe he'd have shot her instead of me.
Yeah, that too.
I've been going home to my dog.
He got some good points right there. I give it.
Hold up. You
just
brought
saying.
her out there and see if she was gonna be the sacrificial lamb. Is what you saying?
Yeah. Because honestly,
yeah,
I think
and then she would have been tied up in the loop.
I think it's her fault he in this time loop. He might actually be lost in the pussy. He might be lost in the pussy.
Yeah.
It was so
good.
He's stuck in the time loop.
He lost. He
can't get out of that shit.
He was lost in it.
Just saying.
Hey yo,
something to think
you
about.
feel like that was great advice? You feel like you should go out here and have this conversation?
I definitely would have. I thought it was because I thought it was going to actually work. When I was watching the movie, I thought that. I'm like, you know what? White people aren't that bad. Look at this.
I said this shit work.
He talking them down. I said, look at that black swag right there. We can talk about anything.
I gotta try to shoot
the little T too. I don't know when. I think I probably went what T said. Like I probably had to like take the gun first because at this point I'm invincible. At this point, can't nothing stop me. Like if I die, I wake up the next day. If I live, I get home to my dog. I think I would have tried T-Way first because now I'm like T. I'm angry that you didn't kill me 99 times for nothing. Like, yeah. At this point, I'm angry. So, yeah, I think I'd have had to use the gun joint first. I'd have had to feel like I'm in GTA.
But I thought the deja vu would have been over though after that, and then you would have been doing 3 life sentences. Watching deja vu would have stopped right
after that part. We didn't think about that part.
But I'm saying, I think it would have broke the cycle though. It would have broke. I feel like it would have broke the cycle, and he wouldn't have had to do no time. He would have woke up again, and it'd just been like the next day, like nothing never happened.
Yeah.
That cop might have been
probably beat the demon.
Yeah, that was the main look. Okay, so he goes outside. Yeah. He goes outside and he has a conversation. He, explained to the dude, like, look, man, we're gonna be going back and forth, man. We've been doing this for 99 times. You keep killing me. I ain't done to you. Hey, man, why don't you give me a ride? We get a guy to ride home, and then during this ride, they're actually having a conversation. Now, these conversations ain't new. These conversations ain't new because we already realized that black people have a stigma, and this is the type of person y'all are, this, that, and the third. As he's getting his ride home, they have that long conversation, and I see the symbolism, and I remember they rolled past the roof, and I seen that the roof had Breonna Taylor name on it, George Floyd, like they had a bunch of different names. That's really irrelevant with the question about the age. But my thing was when they finally got him home and you got out the car, do anyone of y'all feel like, what is y'all next move? Because me personally, I'm not about to have this conversation. Hey, thanks, officer, man. I appreciate you. I'm walking my back turn, but as soon as I get far enough, I'm taking off running because I don't trust him. I felt like he trusted him too long. I just want to know, Keith, you get out the car, the dude talking. What is your next move? How do you now react to the situation?
Now react to my next move though. I would have after I walked out the police car, I walked to my drink. Yeah, I would have just kicked it straight up to the drink, man, to my apartment building. I would have kicked it straight and asked him as a character. But that was me, though, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he gonna backdoor me some way, somehow. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this nigga before he really get me. Cause I think he just tickled me just enough just to kill me easier. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let you talk your shit the whole time. I'm gonna kill you after this trip. At least I'm gonna have a knife or a gun on me sometime, man. Yeah, do something to him or something, man. Cause like it was too good to be true, man.
That's my problem.
About to just let this man go.
It was too good to be true.
And it happened. And I called that partner. I said, why you about to get shot? He gonna turn on and shoot this nigga just for nothing now.
T, you get out this car, man. He gave you a ride home. You some paces away from your door, man. What's your next move, man? Did you feel like, hey, I'm gonna have this conversation, thank him, and go about my way? What's your next move?
I feel like we had a long enough conversation inside the car. It's not really no need to have a conversation outside the car. Once I get out the car, I'm not even saying bye to his ass. Because he killed me 100 times. I'm not saying bye to this nigga. I'm going straight to the door and I'm gone. There's no need to talk. I don't need you to understand me. I just need you to take me home so I can go to fuck see my dog.
That's it. That's all. Hey, yo, how you approaching the situation? Y'all done had this real bonding moment in the car as y'all going home. Like, what's your next move when you get out that car?
First of all, I don't let nobody drop me off directly home, so it would have been a couple of blocks down. I would have
dropped him off somewhere so you could be able to run.
After I got the car, I'm going to one of my neighbor's houses. In that case, it would have been your house, Red. I'd have been like, this
you gonna come knock on my door?
Yeah, I'm going to your house because he ain't gonna know where I live at. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm not going directly in the house. I don't trust that. He just killed you 99 times, 100 times, or whatever.
99 times.
I'm not letting this man see where I live at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just let me read what Jamie said. She said, "Yeah, I'm running too." Said, "Y'all be running from imaginary ghosts. You better kick it on this." Yeah, I just don't see at this point. I feel like Keys. I just did not fully believe that this is about to be the end. So I kind of was like, I'd have been like, hey, man, I'd have done my little step back as I'm talking. Man, you be good, man. Because I need to watch this dude hands. I can't turn my back on him at this particular time. I need to watch his hands. And as I'm watching his hands, I'm making sure he don't do nothing. So I'm definitely kicking him. But other than that, after that, let me see. Did y'all think the ending was going to be different? T, how did you honestly think the ending was going to end with him actually making it home to his dog? Did you think it was going to be a resolution, that it was just, everything was going to work itself out, everything was actually going well? Did you think that was actually going to be the end?
Nah, I honestly didn't know how it was going to end. That's why I'm kind of mad, because it left that mystery. Because I still don't know how it would have went. Like, did he wake up the next day again, or what? Like, they left too many questions for me. I don't know. Like, it feel like they ran out of shit to write about when they was writing the movie or something. It was like, fuck it.
Hey, yo.
Mm-hmm.
How did you actually have any type of inkling? Like, did you think that was the end? Did you think that he was going to make it home or anything like that?
A part of me wanted him to make it home, but with the clapping just threw me off. I was like, "Yep, he's not making it home." So he started clapping. I'm like, "Yep, he ain't making it home." As soon as I hear the clap, so I'm like, "Yeah, it's too good to be true. That man can't make it home, can he?"
Stacks Curry actually made it home. Stacks Curry. Did you think he was gonna make it home? I see you made it home.
Nah, towards the end, and after he got shot. Nah, I think he was gonna make it home, because after now, they think about what Tio was saying, now after he got killed by him, now he got to kill this nigga to really make it home. He will find a way to kill this cop. I think killing the cop would have broke the loop. After watching, say, damn, my man ain't gonna make it home. He ain't gonna see his dog. But when he at the end, he said he gonna make a way to get to his fucking dog. I said, oh yeah, he gonna kill this cop now. He gonna have to kill him to end the whole loop.
Okay.
But see, now that the cop know that he's in a loop too, though, so it would have been a hard death.
But the cop know that he in the loop also. Jamie said it was a never-ending cycle, basically. Yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah, the cop know too.
Did any one of y'all? This is like
that's a lie, Jamie. If he'd have took the gun,
did any one of y'all
took that gun and killed that cop, the cycle would have been ended.
But just like Ayo said, now you're doing 3 life sentences based off of, and the only way you got to think about this too, Tioma. The only way it starts over if you die. That's the only way. It don't start over unless you die.
I'm in a life, but I'm basically in a life sentence anyway. I keep waking up the same day, getting killed over and over again. So I'm suffering either way.
I felt like, did anyone of y'all feel like, because I meant to ask this question later, why he never went for the roof? I just feel like at some point, the New York roof, you can kind of go blocks on top of them joints. I felt like, golly, you're never going to go for the roof. You're never going to try a different exit. I think that was my problem, that he never tried a different exit. They had it in that way. Tiffany said, I knew the officer was playing him. I thought for a second Slim took took her gun and was going to kill him first. I knew he wasn't going to make it home. I thought he was. I really thought he was. I really thought it was. I don't know who created this little film. It is, but it feels like a message to black people that there is nothing we can do about police brutality and it will never end. I don't actually feel that way. Anyone of y'all feel the same way?
Good
like,
point.
I don't feel that it's a, basically.
Yeah.
Huh? Stocks?
Go ahead.
I said I feel like it is though. That was the message of the short film. You know what I'm saying? Or the Two Distant Strangers. Like I just feel like this is going to be a never-ending recycling thing of police brutality on black men.
Yeah, I just feel like it's ways. I guess I'm optimistic at some point because again, trust and believe. One or two of them go to jail for 20, 30 years. That's going to change how people view everything they do. I don't, but my problem is like even the George Floyd, everybody clap their hands that the guy, Derek Chauvin, whatever his name is, that he actually got found guilty. But people don't realize that the judge still got the final say so. And the judge can easily get that man 5 years. To where people thinking this dude about to spend life in jail, the judge could get that man 5 years, and the only thing y'all could be mad is judge, but he'd be home in a couple of years. So, I mean, I guess it's up in the air. We at the end of the show. I'm glad we got a little extra time. So, from the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great, 1 being bad, hey, yo, how good was the storyline?
I give it a 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
Stacks Curry, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good was the storyline?
9.
9? Okay.
9.
I thought it had some originality. Yeah. T, on the scale of 1 to 10, how good was the storyline?
5.
5? I give it a 7. I feel like it was original, but I felt like, it's a couple of movies that had those deja vu moments. Stacks Curry, on a scale of 1 to 10, how predictable was the movie?
Like a 5.
A 5? Okay. T,
Yeah.
how predictable was the movie?
Like I said like a 5 too.
Okay.
I mean, same shit kept happening every day.
Good. Jamie gave the first one a 7.
No, that was just a joke, though.
Hey, yo, on a scale of 1 to 10, how predictable was the movie?
I gotta give it a 7 because it was predictable, but it was some parts that wasn't.
I think the only part that I predicted was probably the end. I didn't think it was. I didn't think he was just gonna get home as easy, as they made it seem. So I think at the most, I give it a like 2. It wasn't as predictable as I thought it would be. Tiffany gave it a 4. On a scale of 1 to 10, T, how good was the acting?
I give it a 10 for the acting. I really feel like that dude was racist in real life.
You felt like
he really played that cop role really good. I ain't like it. I was mad. Yeah, I was real mad. I didn't like that.
Every movie you see him in, you gonna be like, that's that racist nigga right there.
Yeah. And what you see him in real life, I'm really thinking racist.
On a scale of 1 to 10, hey yo, how good was the acting?
I give it a 9. I really like their acting in there. They did a good job. I give it a 9.
Okay. Stacks Curry, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good was the acting?
I give it a 9.
Stocks look like out there going Sub-Zero. On the scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 9. I think that the acting skills on it was superb. Everybody played their part. Everybody played exactly. You know, Tiffany said it was a 9. Everybody played it how it's supposed to be played. Everybody played their role. Last but not least, on a scale of 1 to 10, hey yo, we're gonna start with you. I'm almost certain that you about to give it a bad rating. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good was the movie overall?
I give it a 5. That's a fair rating.
A 5, okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, T, how good was the movie overall?
Give it a 4. And you know why I give it a 4, Reds.
No,
you know why I give it a 4.
Why?
Wow.
Who helped produce this movie? Who helped produce the movie?
I forgot to say at the beginning. The movie was produced by Kevin Durant and Michael Cooler. What's his name?
You a hater. I'm gonna change my score.
Michael Conley.
I changed my score to a 10.
You don't like KD.
I changed my score to a 10.
I didn't
know it was produced by the greatest.
It was produced by Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant produced the movie. This dude here, man.
That's why I left me with so many questions. That's why I left me with so many questions. Snake ass.
His game.
Hey, the
his
movie
game
at 10,
doesn't
man.
leave
The
you
movie
with
at
any
10.
questions.
Yeah, movie at 10, man. But the movie at 10 for the two-time finals NBA champion, finals MVP. Man.
How you gonna,
Shout out to
shit
KD.
like that,
how you gonna get that Joe to 10? How you gonna give it a 10? KD. I said KD. Steph. That's what the fucking name is. Because y'all got me mad now. How you gonna give it a 10? And KD went on your man on Twitter.
Who he go on?
The little fan.
We want rings.
Well, the fan went on Steph Curry, and KD gonna like the tweet.
Oh yeah?
Like he agreed with the nigga.
Man, I don't
Yeah, and you up
on that.
here singing this crazy.
I don't recall on that beef. I don't recall on that situation.
You a damn charlatan. I don't trust. Hey,
Okay.
Rez, I don't trust
give it
Keith anyway.
Why not?
Listen, he swear he affiliated with some people, but he don't never talk like they talk, and he don't even wear what they wear.
I don't know.
He got on right now.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I give a movie
I
an
know.
8, man.
I felt
like the movie could have been a little longer. I think it could have had. I think it was short enough. It was short, so I felt like it could have got a little more in depth with something else. I felt like they could have stretched it a little longer and added, like you said, the ending to it. They could have added every different situation to try to make the
be nominated too. Ain't supposed to be nominated.
Yeah, it's actually it's the Oscar nominated.
A couple of nominations.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes actually gave this movie 100.
Yeah,
you know why? Because they get to see a black person get murdered 99 times.
I don't know if that's why.
That's why they enjoyed it so much. Movie. They love to see us hurt and down. Anything where we hurt or something bad happening to us, it always get an Oscar. Monsters Ball. Halle Berry had to let that white man fuck her.
Hold up, you might be right.
Got an Oscar.
Denzel got his first Oscar on the Training Day too.
Yeah, Kobe got
playing a dirty cop.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, hey, who knows? Who knows?
Nah, what about Kobe, man?
Kobe got an Oscar what?
No, that's when they was trying to make a difference. That's when they was trying to make a difference, though.
I thought it said Oscar winner when I looked at it.
No, I thought it was Oscar nominee. Was the Oscars? The Oscars already came out, but I thought it was huh?
Kobe won his drink with last year when he did that short film drink. Like the Love of
Oh no, we talking about this film. Was this film this name?
Hey, Red.
Yeah.
You know You know why this film was so short?
Wow.
Because KD don't never finish nothing. He don't finish the season. He never finishes anything. That's why.
Oh,
Long Tanner was with OKC. That was a good one though.
that was.
I give you that one. That was a good
So
one.
thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for everybody participating. We love your comments. We hopefully everybody is subscribe to the page, the Homeboys Conversation. We thank for all the support. We thank for everybody listening in. We love to get y'all opinions and everything. If anybody want to be a guest on Homeboys Conversation, pick a movie, let us watch it where we can actually bring you on. Next week, it's been a much anticipated movie, Mortal Kombat reboot. I actually watched it the other day. I'm not really going to get into it, how I feel about the movie. We'll talk about it next Thursday, man, when we get all four of the homeboys back. We thank everybody, man. Good night.
Okay, guys.